Welcome to this week's Quick Charge. The Bible says in Genesis 37 that Jacob loved Joseph more than his other sons, and he made a robe of many colors for him. Joseph's coat was recognized as a distinctive and enviable garment. In Jesus' parable, when the lost son returns home, his father clothes him with the best robe. These stories point to the fact that God the Father supernaturally clothes his sons and daughters with some really nice threads. Not only are we clothed in his rightness, giving us real relationship with him, but we're also covered and clothed in his grace. Grace is God's more than enough. It is a sufficiency, an abundance. It is his excess, his extra. It's more than the challenge, greater than the need or the demand. It's higher, it's bigger, it's stronger, and it's mightier. It means that I can get over whatever is in my path. I can rise above that. I can even excel in that, more than conquer. One of the greatest pictures of grace is found in Deuteronomy chapter 8, beginning in verse 2, when Moses said, "Remember every road that God led you on for those 40 years in the wilderness, pushing you to the limits, testing you so that he would know what you were made of. He put you through hard times. Your clothes didn't wear out and your feet didn't blister those 40 years. That was truly an amazing sufficiency, supernatural enabling, an answer to every challenge. Their garments didn't just last. They actually repaired themselves on their own whenever someone stumbled or fell. They grew with their children. They enlarged to meet the demand, to accommodate the moment, no matter what. They appeared seemingly out of nowhere for children being born, and an entire generation was born in the desert. Likewise, I am clothed with threads of grace. Whatever the demand, there is more than enough. When facing a major challenge, Paul heard God say, "My grace is sufficient." But we're also clothed with prosperity. And prosperity is a great deal more than just stuff. It is a divine order. It is a divine pattern. God has specific blessing patterns, and he exhorts us to follow his patterns to see his provision. We give, and he gives. We praise, and he works. We trust, and he moves. So I can embrace and encourage God's blessing patterns in my life. Sow that and reap that. Don't sow that and then don't reap that. Speak the word, pray the word, trust the word, and reap the word, regardless of circumstances, situations, or obstacles. Isaac slotted into a blessing pattern. The Bible says in Genesis 26, in the midst of a famine, Isaac sowed and reaped in the same year 100-fold, and God blessed him. The man began to prosper and continued prospering until he became very prosperous. 3 times the word prosper is used. How did he do it? He broke the old thinking, the old habits, the old pattern, the old expectation that was rooted in the prevailing famine, and he slotted into a blessing pattern against all odds and logic. For God had told him, "Dwell here, and I will bless you." In other words, act like there is no famine. Step into the blessing cycle and see blessing. I am clothed with threads of prosperity. God has blessing patterns for me, my, and mine. John said, "May you prosper, even as your soul prospers." Join me next week for more about these nice threads. God bless.